Okay, let's do problem 4. Here they say you lose a ring in a rectangular field that is 120 by 80 yards. Okay, I'm going to sketch this out real fast because they don't give us a diagram. And so I'm going to say this is 80 by 120. Okay, then you search a rectangular section of the field that is 30 yards by x yards. Okay, so I'm just going to mark off a little bit of this with our 30 by x. Your diagram doesn't need to look exactly like this, but you can draw it a few different ways. So this is going to be 30 and x. Okay, then they say the probability that the ring is in the section you search is 1 out of 8. What is the value of x? Okay, this one's a light bulb and for good reason because it's a little bit tricky. Well, let's think it through. So if the probability that the ring is in the section we search is 1 out of 8, that means that the ratio of our 30 by x section here has to be 1/8 as big as our entire 120 by 80 field. The ratio of those two has to be 1 to 8. And so we can use this and we can set up an equation and we can say, using our knowledge that area of a rectangle is length times width, we can say 30 times x for the area of our smaller yellow section equals 120 times 80, the area of our larger section. But now how do we incorporate the 1 to 8 ratio? Well, this one's 8 times smaller than this. And so I need to put an 8 right here to make this equation equal, to make both sides equal. Okay, so now the setup for this one is really the hard part. Now we can solve. And we can say 8 times 30 is going to give us 240. So 240x. 120 times 80 is going to give us 9,600. We can divide both sides by 240. And this is going to give us that x equals 40. This is calculator okay for sure. And then we're done. We solve for x.